Hey guys, I am doing my first float. Look at how amazing this adorable little room is. So the first thing I'm gonna do is hop into the shower, remove all the oils and the makeup from my face, and then I'm going to hop into this super dark 10 inches of water, 1,000 pounds of Epsom salt, and it's gonna be so exciting. I do wanna kind of blog my experience here a little bit, so let's get going. Time to get undressed. Okay, so I'm totally showered and totally naked. I need to get into this tank, so here we go. Here is this. It's very warm. I'm very scared. There's supposed to be some guide lights in here. I'm going to see if I can find this guide light. Okay, there's a tiny little light there. So I'm in here, just gonna lay down. It feels very salty. There's a couple of scratches maybe on my legs I didn't realize. And it's feeling a little burny, but all right, I'm gonna lay down and we're gonna get relaxed, and I'll see you when I come out. So I don't know how long it's been, but I have to take a break. Being weightless is nauseating, and I'm also finding that I'm struggling to my head wants to be like this, and it's uncomfortable. So there's this little head ring that I can use, and I'm going to utilize that. I think I kind of want to try floating with the door open. Some of it has to do with the fresh air. Some of it has to do with just floating and being nauseous. And I got lost in here. This isn't 100% big enough for me to, float sideways in, but I don't feel like my head is up as much. Okay, so I'm floating. This is really cool, actually really cool to be just floating. I really do need that fresh air. In some ways it's kind of making me cold, but at the same time, I need the fresh air. I hope it's gonna get dark. The lights dim almost completely. So this has been a very fun experience so far. Just aside from the nausea of floating, being weightless, it's so bizarre. Never experienced anything like this. And as I get up, I feel heavy. My head was so heavy pulling it out of the water. All that additional salt in my hair just made my head really heavy. Okay, back to relaxing. Okay, so I'm out. It's been an hour. I continued to feel nauseous, so I left the door open. At one point, I was sick of kind of bobbing around just based on my natural breathing. I was kind of floating, and so this is the size, right? I wedged myself. I bent my legs, kind of cross-legged, and wedged myself with my head at this end and my knees there, and they fit perfectly. I fit so perfectly. It was nice. It kept me from moving around too much. What I found was mostly that the nausea was preventing me from really relaxing. And just as I thought, okay, I'm getting used to this, I can relax a little bit more, the music started playing, which indicated that it was time for me to get out. So I showered and I'm gonna get dressed, and it shall be a glorious feeling with my muscles all relaxed and rejuvenated in this epic salt bath. Hopefully. I'll talk more about the things that I was feeling once I'm out of here. So, see you in a bit. Okay, so I am in my car, and I hope that the audio is good enough for me to be heard clearly. In the float tank, a lot of things happen. In fact, maybe I'll hold my phone just to kind of transcribe this a little bit while I'm driving without actually needing to look at the camera. So anyway, I felt sick. Okay, so I talked about this. At first I got in and it was like, oh cool, this is kind of fun experience and all that jazz, right? And then all of a sudden I was like feeling weightless, realizing that I was weightless, right? I think some of the water also got into my ears, and so I had to kind of I didn't do anything about it. I just whatever, but I think that is what created some of the nausea. Plus, when there was moisture in the air, and the air was warm. I felt like I can't breathe, right? So I ended up opening the door. I left the door open. I folded my legs at some point, and kind of like cross-legged, and wedged myself horizontally between the walls. Because I was bobbing around so much, and I didn't like bobbing around. This is definitely something that I'm going to have to get used to. At some point, I started to like feel a little bit more comfortable, and I time traveled. There was a moment that I'm going to say, possibly a memory, but I woke, it was like I was waking up as if it was the middle of the night, and I was like, Mommy, are you there? Like like it was like this, like I was a child that I woke up in the middle of the night and like kind of like questioning whether or not like my mom was there or something, right? And then it was like bam, all of a sudden, and it was just a couple of seconds, super transcending. I don't really know what to make of that, quite honestly. But it was like kind of cool. Like I really did like kind of sink into like this childhood innocence kind of a thing. And I feel like my camera is like tracking my face in a way that I've never seen it do before. So maybe this is some kind of new feature, but I like it, I guess. Anyway, and then as I finally was like, okay, this is a relaxed moment, I can relax. And I started to actually doze off and be like, okay, I can actually relax. And then, you know, the music came on. So I think I want to do it again. I thought like a whole lot of the reason why it's hard for me to meditate is because I'm constantly hearing all these noises, and a lot of those noises might not even be physical noises in my surroundings. Some of those noises might be like in my brain. But for some reason, in this tank, in this water, with the earplugs in, it was almost like my mind was able to quiet. And that's uncommon. I haven't yet really experienced my mind being able to quiet down. I think that with more time, I will be able to truly meditate in there, that I will truly be able to have like transcending experiences that lead to epiphanies and awakening moments in my life that maybe I'm looking for. Like maybe that's what I've been looking for. And as much as I would like to say that like I give myself the time to meditate, it's usually first thing in the morning or last thing at night. Like I don't make it a part of my day. There's either beginning or the ending of my day that becomes included as a part of my day, right? And in the morning, sometimes I'm like trying to fall back asleep, or I do fall back asleep. And same thing with at night.
right? Like, so I'm meditating until I fall asleep, and that's all good. But that's all I can give myself, because maybe it has a lot more deeper meaning to it, something to do with how I grew up as a child, and maybe that's what this thing had to do with too, is that I'm afraid of exploring that. I'm afraid of exploring my mind. I'm not saying that I am, I'm just saying that I don't know. Maybe it's a subconscious resistance. I think I'm gonna do it again. I know I'm gonna do it again. I don't even need to say I think I'm gonna, because I'm totally gonna do this again. And I am going to allow this to help me explore the parts of my mind that I think need exploring, that I have been, I just haven't been in a safe place mentally, or in a safe place physically overall, or it's just been too loud. I've got too much going on. I'm always constantly worried about, I need to make the next video. I need to to connect with my fans. I need to, read the comments. I need to scroll to keep my activities levels up. And then I have my friends. I have my friends. I have to keep up with my friends. I have my family. I need to keep up with my family. I have my pets. I need to keep up with my pets. It's just fucking non-stop. Non-stop every time. Fuck. That was a Treads moment. And yet in this float tank, I had nothing to do. I didn't even really want to bring my phone in there. Like, nothing to do. Completely fucking thoughtlessness, opening that third eye. Epic. That's what I'm gonna end it on. Epic experience. My friend that brought me and introduced me to this float kept on saying, "Oh, I'm sorry you had such a negative experience." I was like, let me decide whether or not it's negative. It didn't go the way, it didn't go in some fucking positive light, but that doesn't necessarily mean that it's a negative. It was a negative experience. I don't think it was a negative experience at all. So thank you for following me on this journey. And stay tuned for the next episode of Allie in the Float Tank. And just follow me or not follow me. I don't give a shit. I mean, I do care. I care if you follow about it. I care if you care what I care about. We can care about it together. I'm just saying I'm not telling you what to do. I don't want to tell you what to do. I don't need to explain myself. Okay, I love you. Bye. Thank you. Follow me. Bye.